I used to own this Hamlet. Damn it. I think you got it. And it's messed up. Alright. So, episode 22, technically. Kiss of Death. It's the return of the Grim Reaper, played by Lawrence Bain. Okay. So, without going into spoilers for episode 21, there's something that happens at the end of episode 21. One of our main characters is taken out of commission. We'll say that. And so because all three characters are in this episode, it's sort of a bottle episode, really, because they're in Merton's lair for the whole episode. It makes sense for me to talk about this now. Then I can do the next one and have that cliffhanger, and then jump into the next episode when I do start season 3, go right into that. So in this episode, the Grim Reaper is back for Tommy's soul. He's figured out. Took him almost a year, or whatever the continuity of the show was. Although this is not in continuity with the show, I don't think. But Death shows up and he wants Tommy. And Tommy says, it's like an itch. You know, and I was like, hey, you can't take me. Basically, they're showing clips. You can take me because this, and they show clips from previous episodes. So that's basically what it is. And the first line of the episode is, you know, trying to convince Death not to take Tommy because of all the good that he does. And when he starts the clips, it's saving the cat from the tree with that blind lady in one episode, and then finding Sparky. But, you know, eventually Death is like, okay, I'm convinced that Tommy is a good werewolf and he saves the world, so I'm not taking him, but I'm taking Merton. So then we have to try to convince him that Merton is good and important. And of course, it's Merton. And while he does help, he's not as important as Tommy. I should also mention that something that went over my head the first time I watched this episode. Merton starts out the episode writing a song. It's the theme song to the show. Now, what went over my head is that I didn't realize at the time that Danny Smith actually wrote and sang the theme song. So, him writing it as a sort of meta joke didn't, you know, I didn't catch that until now. Yeah. I got it now, and that's, you know, I get it now. And I'm sitting there watching, and I go, oh, yeah, I get it now. Because I didn't know that the first couple times I watched this. You know, back in the day, I didn't know. I guess I'll discuss the cliffhanger in the next episode and why this was weird to watch after that, because it was weird considering what the cliffhanger for the end of the season was, and I didn't fully understand cliffhangers and season finales and stuff yet. So, but yeah, eventually this is gonna be a short review because it's just a clip show, and so it's gonna be quick to talk about. But I considered not doing it, but there is some story to talk about. Laurie does eventually show up when they're trying to convince Tommy, so they're showing clips. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking, like, hey, what about all the times that, whatever, and he's like, can you back it up with clips? No. And he's like, and then he's like, all the times I helped him out with my knowledge, mostly movie references, and they go through all the movie stuff they talk about, and it cuts back to Death, who goes, oh, I never cared for that reference. Like, goes, me neither. It's like, Tommy, a little input from you? I don't care for it either. Yo, it's got the punchline. Trying to explain, you know, and even Merton says, I've had Tommy's back for the better part of 2 seasons. What's the continuity there? I'm still confused on the continuity. 2 seasons, is that 2 years or the same? It's still fall, technically, the way this is going. I don't know, but eventually Death decides that he can't take Merton either, so he is going to just take the song. Merton signs it off, it's his, and he goes. And he says, you all see me again, I will come for you. And we don't see the Grim Reaper again in the series. Anyone else think it would be a good idea if the clip show was the episode in which all the stuff in the lair that Merton had collected started coming back to life? Oh, I remember you. You're a librarian, and then you show clips from that and stuff like that. Hey, the Phobius, I don't know, but I guess it just bums me that they never. It looked like they were setting something up, but they didn't. Yeah, this is just a fun clip episode. I don't think it's really in continuity with the rest of the show due to the self-referential stuff, the meta stuff, the winking at the camera type stuff, saying better part of 2 seasons, and then like that gag sort of thing. But yeah, that's gonna be it. There's really not much else to say. So on to the season finale. Try to hit the button